There was a tabi'i, Abu Muslim al-Khawlani. He said that he went to a majlis, an assembly of people, and in that assembly was Abdullah ibn Mas'ud. So we started to discuss amongst ourselves as students, we started to discuss with him about al-Iman. So this man, Abu Muslim al-Khawlani, he said, I'm a mu'min. He said, I'm a mu'min, I'm a believer. Abdullah ibn Mas'ud didn't like him saying that. Abdullah ibn Mas'ud said, do you also bear witness that you're in Jannah? The man said, I don't know what tomorrow is going to bring. I don't know what the night and the day, how it's going to change and what's going to happen. If I'm going to die on Iman to say that I'm in Jannah, but inshallah I'm a mu'min right now. Abdullah ibn Mas'ud didn't like that statement. He said to him, if I bore witness that I am a mu'min, me Abdullah ibn Mas'ud, if I bore witness that I'm a mu'min, then I might as well bear witness that I'm in the Jannah. Look what happened. The tabi'i, the student of Abdullah ibn Mas'ud, he said, oh Abu Abdul-Rahman, Abdullah ibn Mas'ud, you know that during the time of the Prophet ﷺ, there were only 3 categories of people during his time. There wasn't a 4th category. The first category of people was the individual who he was a believer on the outside and a believer on the inside, internally and externally, like Abu Bakr and Umar and Uthman and Ali and Bilal and Abdullah ibn Mas'ud. He said the second category of people during the Prophet's time, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, was the kafir on the outside, the kafir on the inside, internally and externally. He said the third category of people were the people who are mu'min on the outside, kafir on the inside, the munafiq, the hypocrites. Those are the only 3 people during the time of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So the man, the student said, Ya Abdullah bin Mas'ud, which one of those 3 groups were you from? There's no 4th group. Abdullah bin Mas'ud, without hesitating, said, I was from the group that's mu'min on the outside, mu'min on the inside. He said also Allah mentioned in the Quran. The student said, Allah also mentioned in the Quran, هُوَ الَّذِي خَلَقَكُمْ فَمِنْكُمْ كَافِرٌ وَمِنْكُمْ مُؤْمِنٌ. Allah is the one who created you people. From you are those who are kafir, and from you are those who are believers. The man said, which one are you from these 2 that Allah mentioned in the Quran? Abdullah ibn Mas'ud said, I'm from the mu'min. The student said, Sallallahu ala Mu'adh. May Allah's salawat be upon Mu'adh ibn Jabal, who was also his teacher. Abdullah ibn Mas'ud said, why do you say that? He said, because Mu'adh ibn Jabal, he told us, as our sheikh, he told us, Ittaqu zillata hakim, wa hadhi min zillatik ya Abdullah ibn Mas'ud. Mu'adh ibn Jabal told us, beware, be careful, watch out for the mistake of the hakim, the mistake of the sheikh, the mistake of the scholar. He said, in this position of yours, not being happy that I said I'm a mu'min, this is from the mistake of the scholar. Abdullah ibn Mas'ud said, Astaghfirullah wa atubu ilayh. You're right. It is permissible to say that you are mu'min, insha'Allah. He didn't say to the man, you're my student, I'm better than you. Don't you know the virtues that the Prophet spoke about concerning me, sallallahu alayhi wa ala alihi wa sallam? He didn't take an ayat out of context, a hadith out of context. And Abdullah ibn Mas'ud radiyallahu anhu made tawbah and acknowledged, you're right, in front of the people. It goes to show that your Shaykh, Al-Imam Abu Hanifa, Al-Imam Malik, Al-Imam Al-Shafi, Al-Imam Ahmed, they can make mistakes and issues as well. So it becomes amazing, when we find the people saying things like, my Imam said this, and my Imam, he knows more than me, and you have to have a madhab, and you have to do blind following. The companions were not like that. They weren't like that. And they didn't teach the people like that, nor did the Imams of the madhabs teach people like that at all. Umar radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, with the jizya, we have the jizya. The jizya is the money that's paid by the Yahud and the Nasara when they live in the Muslim lands and the Muslims protect them. So they pay protection money. And they get certain rights. There are a group of people called the Majus. the Majus, the people who worship the fire. They have the God of the night, the God of the day. They are mentioned in the hadith. The Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, do the Majus the way you do Ahlul Kitab. They should pay the jizya. Umar didn't know that. Umar didn't know that. They brought it to his attention and they told him. The Messenger of Allah said that these Majus people should pay the jizya. As a result of hearing that, Umar radiallahu anhu made them pay the jizya. He didn't know. People who were lesser than him in degree told him that. And everyone at that time was lesser than Umar. He was the most knowledgeable individual. But I'm talking about younger people were the ones who informed him of this, and he didn't say anything other than it's authentic, and he changed his mind. Now, if Umar radiallahu anhu was the most knowledgeable person at that time, and if there was a Nabi after Rasulullah, would have been Umar, and he's from the Muhaddithin, he didn't know, then clearly it is conceivable that one of the 4 Imams didn't know something.